So this is interesting. We're surrounded by a whole load of sure slip stock playing cards, which have an amazing feel. They feel a lot like bicycle cards, and in some respects they feel actually a lot better. They're a lot more malleable to work with, and I'm just here with Robert, and we're just having some fun with them. What do you feel, Robert, about these cards? How do you feel about them?
One of the things I think is really good about them is that you can have any design put on them. We've got some examples of different designs here. Well, obviously this is Marks and Spencer's one. I'll let you read that one because I've got no idea what it says.
Aruba.
Okay. This is a games launch that I did the other week for Pang playing cards. We'll show them all a little bit.
They are beautiful. I love those.
You should do a fan with those.
I just love these. I mean, if we take these here, and again they're linen finish. They've got that lovely air pocket feel that you get with a bicycle card, it feels as if the card they just absolutely they just slide. They just have that lovely feeling of linen finish there on the card. I'm not sure whether it is linen finish, but it definitely feels like it. Let's have a look here. If we just do a fan with this, see if you can get this. I don't know if you can get this how this looks and feels here. If I just do a quick fan there, like that, you can see there you've got that beautiful. That's a beautiful back design there on the Pang playing cards there, and also of course there you've got. Again, it feels beautiful in the hands. It's a joy to work, actually.
But obviously one of the benefits is that you can basically have anything printed on the cards. Now obviously I've had some design for me, and obviously all of the examples we have here don't have the white border like a bicycle playing card. But obviously that's what I wanted, and I wanted it to be the same either side. Obviously these are one-way decks, whereas in this design is the same either way up.
Yeah, well this is it, because I've just noticed, I mean, like the menswear there, M&S. By the way, this isn't just any playing card, this is an M&S. And the Poundland there, and the Aviva, so on. Obviously, they're one-way decks, which I suppose can be an advantage. But if you want them to be a card that works both ways, so that you can't tell which way round it is. In your case, you've got it so that you've got the phone number printed twice.
Well, obviously the advantage of this is that I can use the deck of cards and I can leave it with them at the end of the day. It's just a really nice looking playing card. Yeah. Admittedly, I designed it myself.
So you can actually design any playing card that you want to have it on the back.
You can have anything you want on the face, anything on the back. If you wanted to have faces,
so double face, double back.
Yep, you can get all of those.
That's amazing.
One of the things that I always think is really important with a deck of cards to see whether you can use it is whether you would be able to use a device like this where you can move the cards and you can rely on the fact that it's going to work every time, and it's not going to become a problem. I can repeat that over and over and over again.
Well, I mean, obviously bicycle playing cards are famous for that kind of a manoeuvre and those kind of props and gimmicks, and obviously to be able to work a trick like that with those props and gimmicks with that deck is invaluable.
No, exactly, and I think that also shows the quality of this deck of cards, because if there are decks that you can get made where they stick, they don't flow so well. These really do act like what magicians know as standard cards, which are the bicycle. This genuinely acts
with
like
that feel of the air pocket.
With that feel, but you can personalise it, and I think it's worth it.
They feel a lot like bicycle playing cards. It's just said that they're just a lot more malleable, and they just feel that they're more fitted to the fingertips in terms of the way that they feel. Let's have a look. For example, here you've got you can do all of your usual things. Whoops! See if we can get that to catch. There you go, straight back in there like that. All of your usual and your Leonard Green top shots, and so on and so forth. Those kind of things. Again, feels no different than a bicycle playing card, except more flexible. That's the only thing I say, which I think is actually a bonus.
I think the benefit is that you can now take your playing card and make them an extension of yourself. Yes, it's having that thing which becomes another marketing tool. The fact that people are subliminally looking at if you design your own playing card, they're subliminally looking at it and makes your name more memorable.
I noticed you were saying earlier that some of these are actually they gradiate in expensiveness.
Yeah, no. This is a slightly different cardstock. It doesn't have the air cushion like the bicycle ones. As I say, it's the shore slip. This one, but this doesn't have the air cushion. But I think you'll agree that
This feels like a Waddington.
Well, a Waddington has more of a wax, I'd say, or a varnish over it.
Yeah.
Whereas in that, it doesn't. It's not. I wouldn't myself describe it as a Waddington card.
Okay, interesting. It does. I mean, having worked with Waddington playing cards. No, not Waddingtons.
Cartamundi.
Cartamundi. That's
Yeah.
it. Yes. It feels like a Cartam. Sorry, it feels like a Cartamundi. That's what it feels like.
But one of the benefits of this deck of cards is that you can get one deck of cards made, or you can get a million decks of cards made. It really makes no difference, and the ability to be able to get a deck of cards for a particular equation that you need. You know, I became aware of them because we did the rebranding of NTL to Virgin Media, and we needed a deck of cards, and that's what we got. And I have to say the cardstock now are 1,000 times better than they were then. They've invested a lot of money and brought out the shore slip stock.
And then, of course, you've got the Veuve Clicquot card made up for the Veuve Clicquot thing that you did recently. How long did it take them from the phone call to actually getting the card made?
5 days.
5 days.
But they can do. I tell you what. When I did it with the Virgin Media, I ordered it Friday 5:30, and I got it Saturday 8 o'clock.
Unbelievable.
But I did pay for a fast service. So.
Right, okay. So you pay your money, takes your choice. But they do have different gradations of services, prices, and so on and so forth. I do love these Veuve Clicquots. You've got the Poundland. What's the history of this one here?
Well, this was done for a promotion for Poundland, where basically they were opening new stores, and it was just a giveaway. I mean, deck of cards is a really good giveaway.
It's amazing, and also, as you say, there's nothing like branding your material. If you can make it bespoke, if you can make your material fit the job that you're doing, people remember that. It goes a long way, and you'll get rebookings off the back of that kind of thing.
But again, you've got the aspect, there's a lot of magicians that do things like Mercury card falls or something like that, where they leave someone with a playing card. If they're left with a playing card that's got your telephone number on it, your website, it becomes something that it doesn't just become a card, it becomes a business card. And you know people will keep it in their wallet and they'll tell their friends. And if they're able to say, yes, it's Max Somerset, and look, this is his number, or this is his website, you're immediately in a great situation.
Yeah. Well, I've got to say, I mean, having looked at these cards now, there's a deck of cards I have at home, which are now no longer in circulation. You can't get the deck. I've got one deck left of this particular sort. And it's out of stock. It's not a dealer item anymore. It's something I've used before and it's starting to look shabby. But now I know about this, I know I can ring them up, contact you, and get a fresh deck made. So that's great news for me. You know, I was despairing because I tried all over the world to get this.
Well, I tried to find it for you as well.
You did. And now I know that I can get, and every card they'll do individually.
Obviously it costs more money if you want to have something completely bespoke where every card is different.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, you can get a trick made for what you require.
That's unbelievable. There you have it. Short slip playing cards. Fabulous.